What's going on, everybody? Fighters Dream Gaming up in here. I'm your host, Dre. You know what? Before we even start off, first thing I want to say thank you to everybody who's subscribed to the channel, who's been enjoying the content, the people who've been putting actual comments down. I try to reply to everybody as fast as possible. Sometimes it takes me a little longer, but I do try to get back to you. So I do appreciate everybody who's actually put the time in to actually look at the stuff and, put their comments down. I appreciate it. But let's get to what I'm about to actually get to. And we're talking about Street Fighter, obviously, because there's been a lot of things going on with Street Fighter again. As we know, not too long ago, Capcom put up their sales figures and their numbers, and they didn't hit their actual target projection that they wanted to hit. But at the same time, it wasn't really so bad, and if you look at it in hindsight. Now, what I mean by that is it's built up a fantastic community, a community that we can see now come in at EVO, because this is the only game to break records to that extent. I want to say the last post I saw, it was about 5,000 people who actually registered to play at the EVO tournament this year. That's unheard of. So that's a great thing already right there on Capcom's part. Now, also, they broke about 1.4 mil, I want to say. Is that really so bad? Now, this is, of course, shipped. This isn't meaning that anybody who's gone to the store, being Target, your Best Buys, whatever the case may be, Amazon, all that good stuff that you may buy your games from. This doesn't mean that that's that total purchase. What it does mean, it's the purchase of the companies buying it so they can sell it through their actual distributor, being themselves, like I said, i.e. Walmart, GameStop, and all of them. So in hindsight, it's not so bad. The game did do well. It did really well if you really consider the fact that it's only been out for what, about 2-3 months. I'll say about 3 months has been out. So to have that kind of sales figure is good. Is it competing with the likes of a Mortal Kombat X? No. As we all know, Mortal Kombat X already just went above and beyond with what they did, but you got to keep in mind also who they were trying to get at and who Street Fighter wasn't trying to get to. Mortal Kombat was hitting more of a casual, semi-hardcore audience. Reason why I say that is when you look at the gameplay that it has, and I don't really want to say gameplay, that's not a good way to say that. The game modes, that's better. When you look at the game modes, you can see there's a lot more emphasis on not always playing competitively. Yes, now I will say Street Fighter should have had some modes that, are basic, i.e. being a versus mode against a computer. I don't know why they don't have that in there. That's something they should have. Mortal Kombat does have that. But Mortal Kombat also has towers and living towers and things of that nature to keep you really playing the game as long as possible, even when they're done, making new characters for it and new stages. It should keep you going for a long time. So I can see the differences there, which makes sense, guys. It makes perfect sense. You have plenty of modes. Obviously, you had a real story mode in there, too, that was on a cinematic level. It may not have been the best story, but it was still a story mode compared to Street Fighter V's, which is, pretty much clip arts. So I can see where people are coming from. But at the same time, you got to look at what Street Fighter's doing. They're hitting a hardcore audience. There's a reason why they're doing nothing but competitive stuff right now. There's not enough content in the game. Now, I do feel that the game should go free because of the fact that if you think about it, you're already playing a base game. You're not playing a full game. You're playing the base game itself. Why not go free and then have everything purchasable through the marketplace? Similar to what you see with Dead or Alive. Even though Dead or Alive isn't doing so well due to the fact that it's just not really hitting the way it used to. And I'm really going off of when it was on the Dreamcast. That's probably the best Dead or Alive to me. But just in general, it's not on that level, but just consider the fact that Dead or Alive is free right now and you just buy extra stuff. So if you want to buy more characters, just buy it. If you want to buy more stages, just buy it. So I do feel that that kind of thing needs to be incorporated into Street Fighter. But when you look at the Capcom Cup side, because they're setting up their esports. Their esports side is perfect. It's perfect. When you look at games like Guilty Gear, you look at King of Fighters, and obviously the new King of Fighters coming out, they have their own established community. It's not really going for the commercial success. It's really hitting this hardcore audience. And I think that's a good thing. That's something I actually really prefer to see, because games like Tekken also hit that same route. Yeah, Tekken's kind of backtracking a little bit. And I don't want to say backtracking because I enjoyed the mode, but they're going against the casuals and the hardcores, trying to keep them balanced in a way. As I stated on my Twitter account, I had said that there's going to be Tekken Bowl again. I'm excited about it because I used to drink a lot. I still do drink a lot. I make it seem like it's past tense, but I drink a lot and I would play that game for hours on end, and I had so much fun with it. But I do feel that when you look at the sales figures, it's obvious because of the fact they didn't put enough modes into Street Fighter. They should have put more modes in. Again, versus mode should have been in there for fighting against the computer. They already had a survival mode. There was a couple things that were missing, but I feel like they're going to get better with it, and they're setting up the stage for the long run. I just do feel that they need to change up the model right now. Instead of buying it for $60, just give it away for free and have everybody purchase the content later, because you already got a huge fan base. So if you like what you saw, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will definitely answer as much as I can. Thanks, guys, again for the support, and I'll catch you later.